Texas Governor Greg Abbott joins us now. Governor, good morning. It's good to talk to you. I wish it was under different circumstances, sir.
That makes both of us.
Can you tell us anything more that you've learned? Are there any updates in terms of who this gunman was and what his motivation could possibly be?
Sure. Well, obviously, I'm sure you know by now that he is a former member of the United States military who was dishonorably discharged. He seemed to have a troubled past even before he enlisted in the United States military. And there is information surfacing that there may have been a reason why this particular location was targeted. That information may be coming out today or tomorrow in the coming days. But I don't think this was a random act of shooting, a randomly chosen location, but obviously someone who was very deranged.
I don't want to jump ahead of the investigation, but can you give us any further information on that? Are you talking? Was he related to someone in there? Did he hold a grudge against somebody inside the church?
You know, Savannah, I really don't want to share that information because it's very important for law enforcement to be able to follow up all potential leads and to gather the information they want. And if I were to release information, it could compromise their investigation.
Well, not to go further down that road, Governor, but we've also heard that there was an exchange of gunfire between the gunman and a neighbor who came out to try to do something. Are you aware right now whether the gunman died of a self-inflicted wound or as a result of gunfire exchanged with that Good Samaritan in the neighborhood?
Matt, what I am told is that the gunfire from the neighbor, the citizen of Sutherland Springs, did shoot and did connect in his shot with the assailant here. And then obviously the assailant dropped his gun, got into his car, and drove off. He was chased by the citizens of Sutherland Springs, and during the course of that chase, the assailant swerved off and basically died at that time. What we don't know is whether or not his death was caused by the gunshot that was inflicted by the neighbor, or was it a self-inflicted gunshot?
One of the questions is how this guy got a gun in the first place. We know he was dishonorably discharged from the military for some domestic violence allegations. Why do you think he was able to purchase a gun in the first place?
Well, it's interesting because we know some additional information, and that is before he purchased this gun, he did seek to get a right to carry permit in the state of Texas and was denied that permit in the state of Texas. It was after that he was able to buy this gun, and what we do know is that under a federal law, someone who is dishonorably discharged, as this person was, is not authorized to be able to buy a gun. And so there's ongoing information that needs to be gathered to find out exactly why and how this gun purchase was consummated. But this is all the type of thing that happens here in just the hours in the aftermath of a shooting like this. There's a lot of questions, and there's a bevy of law enforcement working to provide answers to all of those questions.
Well, Governor, we appreciate you sharing what you are able to tell us this morning about the investigation, and we know that work will continue. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.